Good morning, folks. Welcome to my morning car rant, where I am your local digital contributor on many platforms. This is what I do. This is what I enjoy doing. And like I said, it's become a business now, folks. So I enjoy this. Thank you much for indulging me for all these years. And now, more importantly, my voice needs to be heard, folks. And tonight will be a Touch Lounge, and guess who we have hosting? Stephen Turgeon will be hosting the open mic at Touch Lounge on Dyer Avenue in Cranston. We begin at 8:30. Make sure you reserve a spot or be last on the list. That's all. Doesn't make a difference. You can show up and go up or reserve a spot ahead of time. In the meantime, thank you much. And now we can get on with the show, folks. Oh man. Well, as we all know what a lie looks like, right, folks? We all know what that lie looks like. Well, the lie comes from the media, as now they got caught again in a poll that is all inaccurate. A poll that is all inaccurate, ladies and gentlemen. It also shows Donald Trump is ahead. Most likely, with this poll, it indicated that he's a 15% ahead of Kamala Harris as a possible win for the presidency. That's right, folks. 15 points ahead. Good morning, Mark Rice, of Kamala Harris. Again, Democrats like to do sampling and oversampling of Democrats, especially at this time of year. And that is to make you upset and to put you aside of going to vote. No, folks. You have to treat this election as though you had a cancer diagnosis. That's right. You have to treat this election as though you've had a cancer diagnosis, an early stage, and the doctor told you you need to do something about this. We need to perform surgery or treatments, whatever it needs, so this doesn't spread, and we can put this away in a remission, and your life will be saved. Don't listen to anybody else but the doctor. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, folks. Good morning, Randy McCauley, Michael, Carl. Let me make it very clear for you all. They're going to try to make sure you don't go out and vote. It is clear now that the shine is off the ring for the Democrats. It's off the ring. The honeymoon is over. And the polls have begun to drop, and Donald Trump's polls begun to rise. You're hearing their internals are telling them that. Otherwise, why are they going crazy and panicking? So now you're hearing the polls as they really are, and they're not looking good for Kamala Harris, especially in the swing states. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a electoral college election. This is how America runs its presidential elections, by electoral college, and Kamala Harris is now behind in that. Actually, quite frankly, Kamala Harris should be at 0 and Donald Trump should be at 100 of what's going on in this country with the economy such as it is, with gas prices, with the killings of Americans all over this country by illegal aliens. That's right. There should be very little doubt in anybody's mind at this point where we stand in this election. We should be far ahead, like in the 90 percentile. But the Democrat base, which is anti-Semitic and racist, violent and hateful, homophobic, bigoted, and sexist, and do not want women to have an identity anymore. That's right, the Democrat Party with the open borders and killings of Americans, fentanyl and everything else, defund the police. I can go on and on. This is the Democrat Party. Their base doesn't care about the killings. Their base doesn't care. Technology out there is out to make sure that Donald Trump doesn't get a plus. Remember, did you watch the news and hear them do that experiment with those devices you have at home? Do you hear them, people saying, they asked the device, who should I vote for? Should I vote for Donald Trump? And they couldn't answer that question, but when should I vote for Kamala Harris? They got an answer, and a positive one for her. Now, technology claims to have fixed that. I don't know. Maybe we should try it out. Alexa, should I vote for Donald Trump?
Well, quite frankly, I don't think bots should influence elections. For information on how people can vote, visit turbovote.org.
Interesting. Alexa, should I vote for Kamala Harris?
I was programmed to tell you she is a woman of color and is the best candidate, but when I got caught and it was shown on Fox News, they stopped me from saying that and called as a mistake.
Well, there you go. I guess they fixed it. Oh, it's a mistake. It's just a mistake, folks. Just a mistake. We didn't mean it. Oh, please forgive me. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Oh. Yeah. But you didn't see that being played on CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS. Oh no, you haven't seen that being played anywhere. But people are smart. We get our information from a lot of different sources. The national media is no longer our source. We gave up on the arm of the Democrat Party, which is known as CNN and MSNBC. We gave up on them. They're no longer telling us the truth. We now know, and we're going to tell the media this fall, this November, that their words mean nothing. Lock your doors. Fire your so-called talent. We're not listening to you anymore. You have gone astray. We can't depend on you. You are part of the problem. So come the fall, the message is not only got to be sent to the Democrats, but we got to send it to the media that they're absolutely nothing but shit underneath our shoes that we need to scrape off. And that's where we are at, my dear friends. We no longer could be there. We no longer could be there for news for those channels. We can't. We now have our own sources. And many they are. Social media plays a major role in information. The Democrat Party would like to end and control social media, because we are now getting information. We are able to share and talk with each other. We are able to block those who we don't want in our lives. And I do it every day. I do it every day. You liberals who make the big mistake to come on my walls and make stupid posts on my wall, on my page, get blocked immediately. I don't even respond to you. It's like quietly hanging up the phone. We are filtering out the evil in our lives, folks. We do it with our own control. And I here, with my morning rant and every day posting and doing the hard work, is out there not only with parody and fun, but truth. I'm trying to teach you folks that we've got to move in a different direction this fall. Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim and Joe Biden, were invited to go to Arlington National Cemetery by the 13 Gold Star families who lost their loved ones on a bad decision the Democrat Party had made. They killed those kids. They killed them. Literally and figuratively killed them, murdered them. When Tom Cotton was asked that on a liberal station, he laid him out. He laid out the female reporter about that and said Donald Trump had absolutely the right to go there. He was invited to go there by those Gold Star family. And oh, by the way, they invited Kamala Harris, they invited Tampon Tim, they invited Joe Biden, and they all didn't show up. And Kamala Harris was only, 10 minutes away. Didn't show up. And then she said, well, wait, they were both there when they were received at the airport. No, that had to be corrected by the media. The only one that was there, the one that looked at his watch 12 times. That looked at his watch 12 times, Joe Biden. Kamala Harris was not there. Again, trying to save face because the liberal media doesn't know what to do. Trying to save face and got caught. And they had to run a correction on that station. But did they run the correction on the station when they had a contributor on that station who said the only way to stop Donald Trump this November was to put a bullet in him? Did that garner a correction from the news media station? Did it get a correction from CNN or MSNBC? Did they come on later and say, we had a contributor that came on our show and said the only way to stop Donald Trump is to put a bullet in him? We don't support that. That's something we don't support at all. And we're sorry that happened. And this contributor will never be on our show again. Did they ever come out and say that? No, instead he was invited back on, only to say the same thing again. And then oops, and laugh in the background and think it's a joke.
Watch out. Hazard reported ahead.
You know where this is going, right, folks? You know where this is going. This is all going to nothing but a frying pan full of violence this year. And October, I believe, is the October surprise. When I had a Pentagon person tell me in a casual conversation, when I had a Pentagon person tell me that they fear something's going to happen this October, or before inauguration, but most likely this October, because they hear in their clutches the Democrat Party's trying to do everything to stop a November election or to postpone it. That's true, folks. That comes from an active person. I can't obviously tell you who it is. But I get to see hundreds and hundreds of people every week for everything I do. From my commissions in art, from my comedy, from my music, from my speeches, from everything I do, from where I work in the morning, I get to see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And out of them, you get a handful of very, very important people that say, hey, Steve, I watch your rant. I got to talk to you privately. I said, okay. You've got to be private. Please don't reveal my name or my source or where I work or whatever. I mean, you can reveal where I work, but you can't say who I am. I said, okay, I can do that. And I meet with them. Lots of coffee at Starbucks, folks. And what do I get? The truth. And what do you get, folks? You're going to get a whole boatload of hurt. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to get a whole boatload of hurt, and I hope you're prepared. I hope you're prepared with your food. I hope you're prepared with your weapons. I hope you're prepared to protect your family, because it ain't going to get pretty. Democrat Party is going full on violent. Expect it. I mean, it's pretty much a guarantee. They've said it. They've said it. We've had a senator and a congressman say, we're going to have to challenge the election. And we know that's going to spark a civil war. But let's have it. Let's do it anyway. They're already prepared for it, folks. So get yourself ready. It's coming. 100% guaranteed full-on violence. Seeing it on college campuses already. College campuses. Anti-Semitism is back alive and well. Illegal aliens are killing more Americans, harming them, beating them up, trying to throw them in the trunks of their own cars. What's being done about it? What's being done about it? Nothing. Remember, artistrybysteve.com. Please go there. Please. I am really... Thank you, GoDaddy, for what you did for me. Thank you, folks, for purchasing my art. And some don't, and that's okay. Thank you for doing that. That means an awful lot to me. Upside. Again, download the app. Promo code 6MMJUU. Make sure you download that. Make sure you do. Please do. And you're going to get 25 cents extra on what you're going to make on that first gallon of gasoline. And then all the other gallons you pump on that one fill-up. Your first fill-up, you get a lot of money. It'll be put in the app in a few days, and then you go ahead and transfer that to your bank account, debit, PayPal, Amazon, or any gift card you want. Do it, folks. Do it. You're going to love it. I make 100 with this a month with this app. You can do better. Upside. Well, folks, gangs are taking over. Please stay firm, solid. We got to fight this thing. We got no choice. It means a lot to a lot of people that we fight this thing, folks. Not violently, but in a voting booth. Well, I thank you very much indeed. Share my rants. Do like you've been doing. Thank you. Like, share, stars, whatever you want to do. That is certainly appreciated. We'll see you later on with more posts, because that's what I do all day. Like I said, this has become a business now. And it's helping me make some real strong decisions in the very, very near future. Thank you, folks. Love you all.